Welcome. This is a 4-part series with Deborah Bailey, and it's titled, What Students Should Consider Before Starting a Business. If you're a student, I hope you walk away with a wealth of information that can help you as you begin your journey in entrepreneurship. Deborah Bailey is the author of the book titled, Think Like an Entrepreneur, Transforming Your Career and Taking Charge of Your Life. Deborah wrote this book for professionals, and I thought that she could really speak to what students should consider as well when they start their own business. Deborah has written articles that have been featured online at CNN Living, MSN Careers, Daily Worth, More Magazine, and Bankrate.com. She writes about entrepreneurship, career transitions, motivation, and also about writing. Deborah Bailey is a business coach with her own blog talk radio show called The Secrets of Success, and it's featured on Women Entrepreneurs Radio. She teaches a workshop on how to build your expert status through authoring your own book. In fact, Deborah's written more than one herself, and it's gracious of her to provide me with this interview. She's had a number of media appearances, including being featured on Blog Her, Designing Your Life Today, and Pat Council, the Executive Girlfriends Group, Kathleen Gage's Daily Awareness, Spirituality in Business, and many others. To learn more about Deborah, visit her website at www.dbaileycoach.com. That's www.dbaileycoach.com. And you can visit her Facebook page, which is Women Entrepreneurs. So that's facebook.com/Women Entrepreneurs. I want to start right now by just jumping into the interview questions. Here we go. What's the difference between a business coach and a business mentor?
Well, how I see it as a mentor is someone who has been down that road, and they may be helping to mentor you as you go down a similar path. And maybe they'll help to lead you maybe to where they are right now. Or maybe you can have mentors in business who may be at a certain level, and they're now going to help you to advance as well. So I'm going to be almost like a big brother, big sister situation with you and help you to determine what steps you're going to take and move forward. So I look at it more as either the mentor is someone who may be guiding you, and you may be listening to the direction and taking the steps they say.
How could someone go about identifying a mentor?
I would say to look for someone who's doing something similar to what you want to do. You know, look at what they say, and if you have a newsletter, website, see if you feel it's a match. You feel you can learn something from their journey, and reach out to them. And if they want to share some information with you, or you know, maybe if you've got questions, and they can answer them and kind of help to guide you along. But I would say really try to identify those people who are doing similar things, or you see them at a place that one day you'd like to reach. Those would probably be good people to introduce yourself to and see if they're interested. I mean, some people will charge you for that service. Others may just do it because they really want to help other people come along, and they have the time and the willingness to share what they've learned with you.
Gotcha.
So don't be deterred by thinking, oh, I can't ask. Either they're going to say no, or they're not going to respond, or they're going to say yes. It doesn't hurt to ask.
Okay.
So never feel like you shouldn't ask.
Okay. And professors or teachers, are are those also great options for finding a mentor?
I think they would be if they're able to show you, give you information that's going to help you along your path. Because in some cases, a professor or teacher is someone who has in the world done some of the things you want to do. It may be in some cases they know more theory. What they know is more of a book than of reality, and not to put that down. But the thing is, it depends on what you're looking for. So you can always learn something, I think, from just about anybody, and have something to share with you that you can learn from. But just kind of understand what the end result is. You want someone who's out in the world doing a business who can say, yeah, this is what I went through. Maybe it doesn't fit what someone says in the book. Or if you're in a school situation and you do see some people, or you have a teacher, whoever you respect, it doesn't hurt. Okay. You know, you can always learn something from someone.
Okay.
So I would say reach out.
What's the difference between a business coach and a business mentor?
A business coach, I see more as almost even a consultant, is someone who's looking at your business and saying, okay, have you thought about these things? What solutions can I bring to the table to help you? But you're pretty much the one who's determining what you want to do. You just need someone to help to point out these certain points, things you may not be aware of, maybe help to give you accountability, because if you don't have that person there, you may end up kind of wandering off your path, getting distracted. So that person may come in and point out places that you can make improvements that maybe you don't really have time to focus on those points because you're busy with something else. A coach or consultant is more saying, okay, you're in the driver's seat. I'm assisting and supporting you.
How can a young entrepreneur avoid seeking a business coach that doesn't live up to what they claim they can do?
Mm-hmm. I would just ask questions first, based on what you want to achieve, and find out exactly how do you coach people, what do you do with them, how do you help them, what information do you share. Do you have anybody you work with that I can talk to? What's your method? You have steps or guidelines to use. That way you have an expectation set right away. And that person can say, well, this is how I do it, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. But I would also say to probably within your first meeting to just make sure, do what I call level set. Make sure that you're getting what you set out to get. That's what you're paying for it. And if you have a few meetings and it doesn't seem like it's getting there, you have every right to say, no, this isn't really working out. Don't feel that I'm afraid to say that, because if you're, especially if you're paying, that's your investment. And if you and this person don't click, the coach should be professional enough to realize, maybe this really isn't working out. But for those who don't, you really should just be able to say, oh, that's nice, I'm going to end it at this month. If you're paying month to month or something like that, or you're working with them month to month. I feel like it's time for me to move on to something else. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself, because ultimately, if you're going to go into business, you're going to have to do that all the time. So don't start out with someone who you know, after you've met with them a few times, that, yeah, this really isn't a match for me. Don't be afraid to diplomatically, if you will, let them know maybe it's better that you both kind of move on.